My idea was calling it something that I already sort of like tried to throw together just on my own, and like I've never officially called it anything. I just sort of set up a situation where people would come to my apartment and it was the same thing, just on a low level. I just am trying to expand this idea now. But in my mind, my idea was to call it something like kids, because my idea is like not necessarily young parents, but youthful parents. So it's like kids having kids, and like learning how to deal when you're still very much a kid or a child yourself, whether it's not chronologically, not your age, but how you feel inside. You could be 35 and still feel very young and be very immature, and that's the issue, is the maturity and learning how to take on the responsibility, learning how to manage your time, learning how to, you know, be able to let go of your childhood in a sense and move on, and not, there's tons of things that are involved, tons of things, like people emotionally and hormonally, people being pulled in this direction and this direction. Maybe a couple months ago you were out at this party getting really drunk with your friends, but now you have a baby and you're nursing at home. So you're not doing this, but you were like literally 5 seconds ago, and now you're doing something completely different. It's exactly what happened to me. I knew for 21 days I was having my son, and then 21 days later I had him, and I was partying over here, and then 21 days later I had a baby and I was nursing. I knew for 21 days.
That's it?
That's it.
6 weeks, you knew 7.5 months, you were pregnant, you didn't know it?
I didn't know, I didn't gain weight. I looked exactly, I still have the jeans, I still wear them. My pair of jeans I was wearing the whole time. He was 2 pounds, 11.5 ounces.
When he was born?
When he was born. He had to be in the hospital for just over 2.5 months on a breathing machine. They said they thought I was going to have these terrible, like, internal organ problems. They described it as my organs being like curtains, just moving out of the way to accommodate my body having a baby growing inside of it. They just moved. I didn't grow this way, it was just like in me. It was like an internal, like, it was, yeah. Apparently I'm a freak. Yeah. And really fertile. Really fertile. Apparently. Yeah. I think maybe that was my life throwing a bit of a fastball at me. But it happens. You have to learn how to deal with it. And whether a situation happens to somebody the way that it happened to me, really unexpectedly, or this is something that was planned and expected, still, that doesn't change, the value of that person or their situation. Everybody is different. Different strokes for different folks. Everybody needs help and support and companionship, just in different ways. And that's what this is all about, is to whatever extent people would like to take advantage of this organization, that is their decision, and there are no obligations. It's there if you want it, and if you don't, then that's fine too.